Chargers head coach Anthony Lynn. We've been knocking on your door for a bit to get you on the show. You were supposed to be on last week, but you went to the funeral for Tony Sparano.
Yeah.
I'd love to give you the floor and tell us what that was like, that ceremony, and seeing all your colleagues that were there for Coach Sparano.
You know, I went to the viewing on Thursday, and the service was actually on Friday, which is the day we opened. So I spent all day Thursday there with the family, and I've known that family for a long time. And Tony and I were longtime friends, and his son and I coached together for 4 or 5 years. And his wife Jeanette is just the sweetest lady in the world. So you know, he's done. I'm a better man for knowing him, I can tell you that. But it was a wake-up call for a lot of us coaches. There's a lot of coaches there, and we all sat around and we talked, and we just couldn't believe that our friend wasn't here with us anymore. But you know, we as coaches sometimes we work these long hours, and we have to take better care of ourselves, and we have to make sure that our health comes first. And not to say that Tony didn't, because Tony was on top of his health, but it still happened. And so if it could happen to him under those circumstances, and seeing some of the best doctors there in the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, it could happen to any of us. So it was sad, but it was a reunion. That's one thing about the NFL. It is a close fraternity, and no matter what team you're on, we all come together and we're all one. So one brotherhood. And Tony kind of brought us all together that Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, and Parcells was the HC of those 2 years where you were there in Dallas with him. Do you find yourself sometimes throwing a Parcells-ism out there every now and then when you're now the HC in L.A. here?
He's one of the smartest guys I know in this game, so it's kind of hard not to find myself doing that. Mm-hmm. He never complained about his personnel. He just always said good coaches find a way to win, and I believe that regardless. Last year we struggled with some kicking situations, but this was never an excuse for me. We've got to find a way to win games even when one phase is not performing as well. And I just don't think there's been anyone as good as Coach Parcells in doing that. So, yeah, I find myself, using some of his information.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.